This train is traveling at 120 kilometers per hour.
And I'm going to attempt something that's never been done before.
Landing a plane and taking off from a moving train. Not only will my landing zone be moving at 120 kilometers per hour, but I only have the back container of the train to land on. I have very little room for error. Because no one has attempted this before, we first need to make sure the train carriage is big enough to land on.
Oh, but this looks much tighter from here.
Okay, tell me the number.
158.
158?
158.
Only?
Yes.
Are you sure?
Yes.
It's too tight. So this is where I'm supposed to put the tires. And this will give us like a safety margin about 50 centimeters per side. This is my safety margin. So successful landing and takeoff for me will be 3 wheels at the same time touching down and then reaccelerating before the end of the platform to be airborne. This is going to be, for me, mission accomplished. There are 3 main challenges when it comes to landing on the train: turbulence, speed, and the fact that I will be landing completely blind. I'm going to basically be sitting like this with the wings here, and I'm going to be looking up like this. So I see only sky, blue sky. In front of me, I have this, so I'm not going to see anything that is underneath these parts of the plane. So basically the whole fuselage. Before I attempt to land on the train, I need to make sure that the blind landing is even possible. We're here today to test with Rimac. They brought one of their hypercars. The plan is that the Vera R will start accelerating to 120 kilometers per hour as I approach and match the speed. I will then attempt to hover over it for at least 3 seconds. This is going to simulate what we expect to do over the train. This Rimac is the fastest reversing car in the world. It will be traveling in reverse the entire time so that the rear wing will hopefully simulate similar turbulence to what I will experience over the train.
Dario is on approach.
Buono l'avvicinamento, non più veloce di così, va bene? Sei a 20 metri, buono così, alza un filo, puoi alzare un filo? 5 metri, alza ancora un metro, sei praticamente sulla macchina, alza un filo, alza, alza. Ok, buono così. Terminate.
Reset for the second attempt.
Go! 5 metri, 4 metri, 3 metri, quota buona, alza un filino, pochissimo, benissimo, sei allineato.
Thank you, guys. That was harder than I expected. But let's get ready for the train.
So these are the 2 kilometers I have to do the landing and the takeoff. I need to do everything inside these 2 kilometers. And at the end, there are trees that I absolutely cannot go through with my plane. So it's gonna give me just a few seconds to do the whole thing. To get an idea of the speed, I'm gonna literally go on top of the train and travel at 120 kilometers per hour and see what it feels like.
Brake release. Train is moving.
Train speed check. Speed 80. That's speed 100. This is really fast. And that's speed 120. It's crazy windy! Woo-hoo!
That was a workout.
Yeah.
Now that I experience how it is to stay on this train at 120 kilometers per hour, I know that it's definitely not gonna be easy. One of the biggest challenges I will face is turbulence on the top of the container where I'm gonna land, which means the plane will move left, right, up, down in an unexpected way up to 4 meters with absolutely no idea of if I'm gonna be able to cope with it. The layer of air above the container also forces me to lower my airspeed to 87 kilometers per hour. This is right on the limit. Any slower and my plane won't have enough speed to stay airborne. I'm feeling very, very scared. I know it's going to be difficult, but we did calculation, we did homework, we did training, but you never know on the world first if this is going to be all correct or if this is going to be different. It's finally the day.
Today we want to have 2 flights. We want to have a training flight first, and then the second flight will be Dario's attempt to land on the moving train.
So I'm gonna, in this first flight, check the speed, turbulence, wind condition, see how it feels to be in proximity with the container and the train itself. One of the things I'm worried about for this flight is the speed. As I mentioned, when I'm above the container, I'll have to fly so slow that my plane might not stay airborne. 2 meters over the train, the air is slowed down by the friction. If this blue line is 65 knots, which is 120 kilometers per hour, the speed of the train, 51, green line, is the standard stall speed of this airplane, which means below 51, this airplane is not an airplane. It's just a piece of cardboard. I'm gonna have to operate below this speed. And 45 is what we managed to get to as a new stall speed, reducing the weight of the plane to the minimum. Even myself, I had to lose 5 kilos. And what I hope is that we can stay inside this range and we still control the plane efficiently in that crazy and wild turbulence. Gas lock is off?
Off, yes. Okay.
Dario is approaching for his speed check flight.
Train is on 120 kilometers.
I can't see any of the train from here. I'm completely blind. Just scared me the amount of turbulence that I will encounter when I will be very low on the surface. Okay, I'm going to go for a landing on this next one. My airspeed is dropping very low. Our turbulence is extremely strong. Heading back to the hangar.
You were higher than on the first attempt.
No way.
Really?
Higher.
You were just high, not much, but it was more than 2 meters.
But I was over it. In the other one, I was beside.
This time you were over it, great.
But higher.
But higher, yeah.
Okay, okay. Brutal. 47 knots, so it's just 2 knots margin on my stall speed. And the turbulence was wild. It's really, really challenging. I'm really not sure if it's gonna work, but I'm gonna do my best. And now it's the moment. I'm gonna try and see if I can land the takeoff.
Now it counts.
I'm coming for landing. Mission accomplished. Woohoo, Dario, incredible!
Thank you everyone, thank you very much. This was so difficult and so cool. Thank you so much everyone.
Thank you so much.